G'day, so I want to run through a couple of things with the shop Dyna. Obviously with this engine build, it's been a very customised way of getting things to marry up in a formula to work, and the thing is getting the tune the best I can. So what I've actually done with this machine is go out, road test. I've wideband tuned with an auto tuner, Dynojet, and the reason being is I went through this tune on initial startup and trying to get the parameters correct, obviously in AFR terms, with the sniffers up the pipes, was quite tricky. Now, because of the cylinder pressure and where this thing's at, the AFRs were fluttering around quite a lot when I was trying to get sampling out of the exhaust with the sniffers for the actual dyno. So the goal was with this was to wideband tune. Now, I've ran it down the track, got the motor together and everything, ran it down the track, got into the 11.2s, 120 mile an hour. Now, one thing that I had an issue with on the dyno when I was tuning at full throttle, and some other areas of percentage of load in the throttle range, was I was running out of fuel. So I was hitting 127 in my cell, which obviously means that I need to go bigger on the injector. It's got 6.2 GS injectors now. However, I'll have to go to a 7.1. But what actually happens with auto tune is once you hit, a marked area in the cell on a fuel table, you can work in the power vision component to bring the cubic inch displacement up marginally, which then will drop down just a little bit in that fuel cell for fuel allowance. However, it's not the way to go as an end-all fix. I need to go up on the injector side, still running pump 98 in this bike. So yeah, so we're widebanding at the moment, going out, getting some steady state data. It was quite tricky with this to get that right when I was getting sampling out of the exhaust through the sniffers. However, with wideband, and the good thing is working through the Pro system with this, it runs a 13.0 AFR across the table, which is great. So the tuning capability is a hell of a lot better. Now, will I use widebands for open throttle areas, and I mean 100% wide open down the track? Absolutely. Do I need auto tune? No. I will manually go in and customize as much as possible to work in that area to pick up that AFR. I'll probably run at about 12.8 in that area, because running 250 ccp in this bike, I will run it just a smidge richer, and I will play around with 13.0, 12.8 just to see how it responds. But the goal is with this bike, 100% throttle state, is to get it right on the money. So then obviously when I'm going down the track, down the quarter mile, we're chasing that 10.9 target. Anything in 10.9s I'll be happy with. I've just got to have it right on the money. Like, I've put a 55 tooth on the rear now. I had a 51. I've got a pingle shifter that I do use. My dorsiflexion in my legs isn't the best due to my paralysis. So yeah, just some things that we're running through. Pull plugs, check plugs. I'll go into some ignition timing. I tried to run a bit of knock retard tuning the other day. However, knock retard on these can pick up other noises in the engine that can or will want to prompt knock retard to show. So I went through some knock retard areas, pulled timing out, went through what I needed to with data, and then come back around and still tell me to pull timing out, even though I had done so. So it started getting a bit out of hand. So I'm just going to work through, add a bit of timing, remove a bit of timing, just see how the torque curve responds. But yeah, look, the auto tune's doing wonders at the moment on the street. It'll get on the money where it needs to be, and yeah, look, just another part of the parcel when it comes to working with an engine that's very high compression, and I mean dynamic comp and static, even with the camshafts that are in it. And yeah, so anyway, we'll keep it rocking on. But look, 10.9s is the goal out of a 4-inch bore, 4.375 stroke crank in it. So yeah, I'm trying to, if I can get 130 foot-pound of torque out of this thing, as it is, I know, and I'm only about 3.5 foot-pound off that, I know this thing will run into the 10s, and that's me being at 110 kilos plus weight plus fuel, on a bike that weighs 300 whatever kilos it is. So here's to get into the 10s anyway.